Hello there, Scorpio. Thank you for stopping by for your tarot video forecast for the week of December 28th through January 3rd. Before we jump into the forecast, I do want to tell you I have some slots open and some group mentoring sessions that are coming up. The first one is December the 29th at 6:15 Mountain Time, which would be 8:15 Eastern Time. And then I've got another one coming up on January the 4th at 1 o'clock Mountain Time, which will be 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and that would be 8 p.m. if you're in the UK. They're the United Kingdom. Last one I have scheduled right now is for Wednesday the 13th. That's at 12:15 Mountain Time. That would be 2:15 Eastern or 7:15 if you're in the United Kingdom. So if you're interested in group mentoring sessions to expand your intuitive abilities, go ahead and get in touch with me and we'll see which one you would like to be slotted into. If you're not able to do any of those times, but you are interested in a group mentoring session, just let me know and we'll set up something that works for you and invite other people to join us. So that's that announcement. Let's jump on into the reading. Scorpios. On Monday, we have the Empress. I love to see the Empress. The Empress means we are taking control back of our lives. Maybe there were certain situations where we were letting other people make our decisions for us or guide us, when actually we were the most qualified person to make those decisions or to guide ourselves. We're taking those things back. We're like, thank you, I'll be making those decisions now. Done with that. So that's a really cool thing. The other thing that this also indicates too is this can come in as, for those of us who know about law of attraction, as having that female energy, as really putting out there to the universe, okay, I'm expecting this. I know it's coming in. Thank you very much. That type of energy to allow those things to manifest that we would like to have manifest in our life. So very feminine energy, very motherly energy. For some of you, I feel like this may be actually a day where you're taking care of little kids. Especially if you're not used to taking care of little kids. So this could be like, you know, the aunts babysitting or somebody babysitting for someone next door or something like that. So it can also manifest that way. A lot of different ways that the Empress card can manifest. And I'm feeling a bunch of them coming in for us Scorpios. So it's going to be interesting how it manifests for each and every one of us. I feel like we're all going to have different experiences with that, but it's a good card. It's a fun card no matter how you slice it. So good card for us on Monday, Scorpios. Now, Tuesday, what we have showing up is we have the Fool card in reverse. Grrr, I hate to see this. But we do have free will. We can change anything that shows up in these readings. Also, this is a general reading, so not everything I see here will apply to everybody. And I hear quite a bit that some of the things that come up on particular days don't happen on those days, but they happen a day ahead or a day behind. So just be aware, this is a general reading. It's not going to fit you exactly like a glove. If you want a reading that fits you exactly like a glove, then you're going to want to get a private reading. So anyway, talk about Tuesday, the Fool in reverse. This means that we have a situation coming up on Tuesday that we know how to handle. And when I say we know it, I mean we know that we know that we know that we know that we know how to handle this. But what we know is not necessarily logical. It's one of those intuitive things, one of those gut feelings, whatever words you want to put on that. And so we're kind of discounting it. It's almost like we don't really have the confidence to follow our intuition here. Come on, Scorpios. We're the most intuitive sign in the zodiac. Stop that. Trust your intuition. It's good. It's good. Okay? So this card is saying that we're not trusting that intuition and that what we're doing is we're going with the logical on Tuesday. Now, we do have free will, so we don't have to make this card come true. If we feel ourselves debating between trusting our intuition and the logical, then we can always decide, you know what, I'm not going to go with the logical choice. I'm going to go with the intuition. And when you do that intuition, that's a leap of faith. That's saying to the universe, I trust you. You gave me these impulses. You gave me these sensations that I should be doing this. You gave me this knowing that I should be doing this. I'm trusting you. I'm doing it your way. And what happens when we do that is the universe goes, ooh, look at that human. Look at that. They're paying attention to us. Well, now we certainly can't let them down. So then as long as you stay tuned in with what the universe has to offer and what the universe is giving you, what Sacred Spirit is giving you, then you can't go wrong. You just keep plugging forward, plugging forward, plugging forward. You may not know what your next step is all the time, But you just keep on plugging forward and you continue with that leap of faith, and it leads you into some really great things. So try not to go logical. I know this card says we're going to be going logical. Try not to go logical. Try to follow that knowing, that inner knowing. It comes from Sacred Spirit. It comes from the universe. It comes from that being that a lot of us call God. Follow it. I mean, there's nobody more trustworthy than that. So anyway, now I'm going to jump off my soapbox here for a minute. Wednesday, what we have coming up is the Devil in reverse. The Devil in reverse is just talking about that there are some fears that we have faced. And a lot of times when we face those fears, we dissect them, we look at them. Why am I so afraid of you? What's the worst case scenario? What would I do if the worst case scenario happened? Then we realize that's not so scary. What's the problem? So I feel like on Wednesday, what's going on is that there are some fears that we've faced, and I feel like we come head to head with them again on Wednesday, and we realize, oh, wow, the energy has shifted around this now. I'm not afraid of this like I used to be. This used to terrify me. Now I'm like, okay, whatever. Keep stepping. No big deal. Just keep walking along. So that's a pretty cool card to have come up. That does show growth, energy shifts. So Thursday, what we have coming up is we have the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant means we're doing something in a very traditional way. Did I say this was Wednesday? I apologize. This is Thursday. But we're doing something in a very traditional way on Thursday. So this could be like ancient traditions. This could be like First Communion. This could be celebrating in some ancient spiritual way. Let's see. What kind of moon do we have then? Nothing significant. Usually full moons or new moons. There's a lot of ancient traditions that go on for those. But you know, this is celebrating something traditional. So this could be, maybe we're going to go to Mass and we haven't been to Mass for a while. Or maybe you're going to Mass every day, but you go to Mass Thursday and it's showing up here. But something traditional. You're doing things the old way, and you're doing things this way because they've always been done this way. You may go into work and you may meet somebody that wants to do something because we've always done it this way. But definitely doing something in some kind of traditional way on Thursday. Friday, Queen of Coins coming up. What I'm hearing, Scorpios, is that this is all about us. Yes, I know we are water signs. I'm one of us, but Queen of Coins is all about us on Friday. And the Queen of Coins is somebody who not only has her ducks in a row as far as resources, finances, material goods, but she also likes to make the people around her feel comfortable. She likes to be generous. She likes to, she doesn't like to rub what she has in other people's noses. And so I feel like this is us on Friday. We're feeling like we have plenty to do whatever we want, and we have plenty to share, and we're trying to do some nice things for some of those people who are in our sphere of influence on Friday. So that's a really nice card. And Friday, yeah, that's the first of the year. So that's January 1 we're looking at. And then let's see. Saturday, we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is an epiphany that we have. So this is an aha moment, and it can be very much spiritually based. It can be something that you get while you're meditating. It can be something about spirituality in general that just suddenly like clicks for you, just something happens and suddenly the picture comes together. But this doesn't have to be just about spiritual stuff. This can be an aha moment about your relationship. Maybe suddenly you understand something about your partner that you just never really got before, and you're like, oh my gosh, everything makes sense now. So this is what it is. It's one of those moments where it makes everything just make sense on some certain situation or some part of your life that you're looking at. So an aha moment coming in for you on Saturday, those are always a good thing. And then that's followed on Sunday by the moon in reverse. And so Scorpios, fellow Scorpios, you guys know, we're the detectives of the universe. We're always digging for information. What the moon in reverse talks about is that we did have a situation in our lives that was fishy. Something just kind of was stinking about it. We had enough information to know that there was way more going on there than meets the eye. We just weren't able to touch the rest of that information and bring it in quite yet. So when the moon comes up in reverse on Sunday, that information is coming to the surface. Now all the puzzle pieces are coming together. Everything is fitting. We've got it. We understand what's going on here. And when we get that information, if this card is coming up, what that's telling me is that that information is significant. And that information is going to change how we feel about how we're interacting with a certain person or a certain situation in our lives. We're either going to want to interact at a higher level, a lower level or not at all based on this information that comes in on Sunday that really just answers a lot of questions. It solves a lot of mystery that's been around this. And I do feel like we've been kind of digging. We've been kind of looking for information, but we've been doing it on the down low because we know that nobody's going to volunteer this information. We're not anticipating that somebody's going to be that open and honest with us. I feel like we know this person that we're dealing with, and we know that that's just not going to happen. So when this moon card comes up reversed, that information floats to the surface. I don't feel like we're actually digging when it floats to the surface. I feel like it just comes up and we recognize it as soon as we see it. We're like, ooh, snatch. That is exactly the type of thing that I've been trying to figure out. That fits exactly with what I've been digging for. I got it now. I see the situation. So, Scorpios, fellow Scorpios, that is our week. I like the moon card in reverse. Clarity is always a good thing. Okay, so that's our week. Thank you so much for stopping by, sharing, liking, subscribing, and commenting. I do appreciate all your support. Those of you who would like to join me in a mentoring session, a group mentoring session, just get a hold of me and let me know what works for you. Everyone have a fantastic week. I'll see you back here next time. Peace out.